What is up, my fellow humans? My name is Juliana, and welcome to my channel.
And that time there for Courville, 2:17:31, that's the 8th fastest time in the state of Florida this year. And we're underway. Courville getting out early here in third. For second.
All right, guys, today we have something really important to talk about. We're going to talk about how I went from 8th in the state in the 800 meter all the way to tearing my ACL. So for those of you who don't know me, I am from the Sunshine State of Florida, born and raised, believe it or not. I did not move here from some other state, guys. And I have been running competitively for 4 years. Freshman year of high school, I qualified for states in the Open 800 and the 4x400. Our team made it that year. And this year was actually my senior year of high school. It's crazy that 4 years has gone by so fast. So we're going to talk about how my senior season was going. Guys, it was going great. To be honest with you, like, training was going well. Like, we were hitting marks, we were hitting great times, we were getting our good workouts in, everything was going really smooth. But this year I had decided to start getting some marks for heptathlon events. And for those of you who don't know what the heptathlon is, it's a competitive track event where one person does 7 events. And, you know, I thought this was a great idea because I'm a person, like, I like to do everything. I like to run. I like to pole vault. I like to jump. So I thought getting marks for the heft would be a really great idea. But little did I know, it really wasn't. But we'll get into that later. So as I was trying out different heptathlon events, I had decided to pick up high jump again. And to be honest with you, I hadn't high jumped since freshman year. And even when I learned how to high jump freshman year, I learned how to high jump in a week before districts. High jumped in the district, then technically qualified for regionals, but my coach told me I needed to scratch because I needed to run 4 events at regionals. So that happened, and then I kind of got into pole vaulting, so I had to choose between pole vaulting and high jump, and I chose pole vaulting at the time. So senior year, I decided to get back into high jump, and you know what? That was a ton of fun, and I got up to like 5 feet. Everything was going really great. My running was going great, and me and my good friend, training buddy, Brian, we got to run at the IMG Academy. So me and him, we were both running the 800 at this meet. So I went to run my 8, and it went amazing. I won the race. And I hit 217. And we're talking like we were in the middle of our season. And to hit 217 in the middle of the season was really great for me because last season I didn't hit 216 till I hit states. So I was like extremely excited about this. And I'm actually going to insert some videos of my actual race and of the interview after the race. You guys enjoy that. So because this video is getting fairly long, I'm going to skip straight to the interview from after I won the IMG 800.
Won the girls 800 meters here at the IMG Spring Break Invitational in right at 217, has a PR of 216 something and change. Juliana, it's hot today.
Yes,
Tell us
sir.
about that race, because I know you were...
So, it's pretty warm today, and I've been racing in nice, not hot conditions, so today I made sure we got here really early. We were able to have proper time to warm up, proper time to hydrate, get under the tent, cool down, make sure we're all good and ready and prepared for the race.
Where were you on the, I mean, you led wire to wire. Where were you on the 400 time-wise?
400, I believe I came through around 65 seconds.
Is that where you were shooting for?
I was shooting for 66, so I went 1 second a little too quick. But came through at 65, kept pushing through. The last 200 was...
Hip 7, ladies.
That 1 second in the little bit of wind out here in the backstretch flips that time for you.
Yes, so a little bit of wind over here, but last 200 I had to really push through to get all the way.
Yeah, but you look good and you finished strong, you know, and you ran it basically by yourself.
You can only do it with guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, congratulations again,
Thank
Juliana
you very
Courville.
much for having me.
She is going to run the 200, you said, 400 now? Next
not
week, next
today.
week. Yeah.
Next week.
Next week she's going to be running an open 400.
Yes.
And excited to do that. But she's a senior at Venice and she won the girls 800 meters today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, as you guys could see, that race was amazing. I was dusting people. I was so excited. Like, honestly, guys, when I run a good time and don't puke after, I know it's a good sign, because if I don't puke after, it means I can go faster. Like, I know that's really weird for some of you to hear. Probably some of you are like, what? You're never supposed to puke. But I'm a person who knows, like, if I push myself to puke, I know I pushed myself really, really hard. And when I ran 2:17 and didn't puke after, I was like, wow, that is awesome. We're doing great things this season. Fast forward into the week. I was getting ready to run the open 400 and I was so excited. I wanted to bring my time down because previously I had only run a 60 and I really wanted to break 60 because I knew I could, because my first lap in the 800 is 64. It doesn't make sense to have a 60-second 400 scientifically. It just doesn't. I was really excited to run the 400, but on top of the 400, I was also getting marks for the long jump. So the Friday before my next meet after IMG, I was at practice, and I had been at practice early because I had prom that night. So my coach came out early and we were going to go practice long jump, and I warmed up and I took some short approaches for the jumps, and then I started taking full approaches. And on one of my full approaches, I took off and it didn't quite feel right. I felt like it was a bad jump. So in my head, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna land and walk out of this. And that was a mistake, because as soon as I hit the sand, I heard pop, pop. And the next thing you know, I am on the ground screaming. Like, oh, it hurts so bad, guys. I can't even. I thought I broke my leg. I was crying. I was saying I needed to go to the hospital. I needed my mom. Like, guys, I looked like a mess. It was bad. I had sand all over me, and I was like crying my eyes out. I was like, my season's over. This is awful, you know. And I get up and I get on this plyometric box. I'm just sitting there, can't really walk very well. And we get the trainer out there, and he looks at it, and he thought everything was okay because my knee didn't feel too unstable. But I think it's because my leg was guarding it because it was injured. Because after that, I went home, and then we called up a good friend who is a physical therapist. He is a wonderful person, and he looked at my knee, and he said, I think you're going to need an MRI. So then we called up the doctor, and he looked at my knee, and he said, I think you're going to need an MRI. And so then I got scheduled for an MRI, and, you know, the MRI was kind of chill. Just, like, listen to some music and take a nap. The machine is loud. It makes weird noises, but other than that, it's pretty relaxing. And then the non-relaxing part is waiting for the results. So once I got the results, I looked down at the paper and I started reading things. This is before I met with the doctor after the MRI, and it said that I had ruptured my ACL, torn my meniscus, and somehow managed to have impaction fractures in my femur. So I really did my knee in really well. So, you know, guys, I make sure I do things well. I make sure I run well. I make sure when I injure myself real well. Basically, I found this out, and at the time I was at my school. I was helping out with the guys, I believe, district weightlifting meet, because I'm a competitive weightlifter as well, for those of you who don't know. So I was helping out with that, and I call up my mom. I'm like, yep, I tore my ACL. And basically what this meant for me is I needed surgery. And not only do I need surgery, I still need surgery. I'm getting surgery in 9 days. But not only do I need surgery, I am going to be out of competition for 9 months. Now, most of you guys would say, well, no big deal. You're a senior. You're done. But that isn't the case. I am going Division I at the University of Louisiana Lafayette. And I'm supposed to be running cross country, indoor and outdoor track. But unfortunately, I will have to postpone that part of my life 9 months because of this injury. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to get to meet the team and all that good stuff. And, you know, when I first found all of this out, I was really sad. Like, for all of you injured athletes out there, like, I know a lot of people look at me and they're like, how are you so happy? Like, after this happened to you, I feel so bad. But guys, there's more to life than running or than sports. Sometimes things happen and they really stink, but it's like, what are you gonna do? You can't just go home and cry about it all day, every day, and not move on with life, because that is just not okay. Yes, guys, I did cry. I did. I cried a few times. I'd be lying to you if I told you I didn't, because I was sad. And especially having to tell my college coach that, it just was such a disappointment. I feel really bad. But, you know, life goes on and everything happens for a reason. God has a plan, and I know that this is happening for a reason. This injury might be giving me an opportunity to get settled, because I'm moving states. I'm moving to Louisiana. So I think it'll give me an opportunity to get settled there, get to know the coaches, get to know my team, get established there, get to know more people. And then I'll be doing rehab. I'll get to focus on my studies, especially like moving to a new school and having to take classes at a different college, you know, getting used to their system and getting used to their professors. So it'll give me time to do all of that. Otherwise, I would have been showing up to college and immediately having to start competing year-round, which I was super excited about. But it also would be a very stressful transition. So I'm trying to see this good side to the bad thing that happened. God is good, and you have to keep putting one foot in front of the other. You got to hold your head up high, and you got to take what you've got and make the best of it. And that is what I'm going to do in this situation as I recover from my ruptured ACL. So I will hopefully try to keep you guys updated on how everything goes. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you liked what you watched, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. God bless you guys, and have a great rest of your day. Oh my gosh, can you stop touching my hair? Okay. Oh my gosh.
2,000 years later.